Hey.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
Turn there, give him an even 20 yards. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Luke Farrell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14.
This is too easy.
And they will score. That's a Jacksonville touchdown. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Looking to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now 1st quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that
is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. A gain of 3, second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. The Broncos send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Chark, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So now the Jags once again, they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. 7 yards the pickup there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Back to throw, Fields. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught at the 10-yard Jaguars. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And it's a short one. He's tied in. And he will. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Williams, running right. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Fields. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't? And they caught it up. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
What's Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Lexi's boss is here. Huh?
They'll run on 1st down. Holloway.
What? No, it's the same varsity going past.
47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force it incomplete.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2nd and 4. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Luke Farrell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Off play action, Fields. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we now, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been magnificent as we start to roll on all these touchdown passes. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. On first down, Fields. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a... Back to throw. Fields. And his pass incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their 18-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Room past the 20. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10.
Keep going, keep
and they
running,
will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Fields on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side.
Boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play.
Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to take this one back to the 46-yard line. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll find Farrell open left side. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought... What's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, Montez. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Luke Farrell from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Back to throw again. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10. They'll come and throwing here to start the drive. He led on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now back to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came working on it, that means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
People think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes.
Locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And some room to work. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start.
What?
At midfield.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to...
Yeah, the interception, a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
I did 1-2-0-0 Raiders versus Chargers.
Damn.
It's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Did you sub? And in NBA 2K23 I did 249-115 Warrior versus Suns.
As he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. Glancing down at the state.
This is my second.
Third-yard game, you're really happy. You're over 200 like he is. You probably want that ball after this game, don't you?
You want that one?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 73 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. Yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the top. And a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And this one will be brought back.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team.
He will be back at 6 p.m.
Oh, I felt his pain.
be back at 6 p.m. Okay.
The things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And Sharp calls it in. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Montez. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking, we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
CJ's here.
Their last possession when they punted the football.
Get to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Fields on third down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Fields throwing again, sliding out of the pocket. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, it's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20.
Oh, my goodness.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, and he loses the football a second time. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Yeah, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. The Jets have taken the lead now over the Dolphins. Devontae Parker, 2 touchdown catches to lead the way. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Fields. Forced out to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Fields now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover. But it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jags, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I will be live at 8:30 p.m. tonight. GG.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway, I think it's worth discussing on air for this podcast the new Nike commercial